It's weird, right? Because I feel like manga readers just exist in their own bubbles, right? Because when we talk about the anime community, most people refer to it as like the anime and manga community. We kind of assume that we're just synonymous with each other, right? But then there are times when I just kind of realize that I have no idea what's going on in the manga world sometimes. There's this airing anime right now called Horimiya. That
what the fuck is that?
So good.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Maylin's just like fangirl.
Yeah, the manga is
favorite manga according to Maylin.
Fucking awesome.
Like when the anime is getting adapted, there was like so many manga readers that were just
they come out.
They just come out and say, "Oh my god, this is my favorite manga. I fucking love this manga." and here I am thinking, what is this rock that you're all living under? What is this rock?
No. Because like this is the thing, right? I say 6 out of 10, but I'm sure that they're like me. They're like, I forget about it. But when the anime's announced, I'm like, yo, that's my fucking favorite. I love that one. I read that ages ago. I loved that.
No, because the thing is, I had never heard of Horimiya before the anime got adapted this winter season, right? And I'm just like, it must be it must have like a cult following or something. So search it up. And
it has a cult following,
and it is the 13th most popular manga of all time on my anime list. What? And I'm just like, how have I never heard this name before? Or how has no one discussed this in my presence before?
Right.
Reading bad.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I find so interesting about the manga world is that even if it's like universally praised and credited as being this most amazing piece of work, right, in the manga world, it's just really surprising how few people in the anime community actually know about it. Like, I guarantee not many people know about like Oyasumi Punpun. Even though I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd highest rated manga on Mal.
I feel like I don't know, some like seinen manga. You have like the seinen big 4. I think you have like Vinland Saga.
Always the fucking big numbers.
It is because it's
well, it's not quite the medium 4, is
it? Why always the big
small
one?
4?
What happened to the top? You know that describes things pretty well. Never mind.
We should rename it. Not like the Giga 4 or something.
The Giga 4.
The Giga 4.
It might be 3. I can't remember because it's.
Well, which ones are you referring to?
You know, like the crowd that always talk about Vinland Saga.
Berserk.
It's either Vinland Saga, Berserk, or
Golden Kamuy.
Vagabond.
Oh, Vagabond. Yeah.
And I think there's one more that is in that genre that everyone keeps.
Maybe Golden Kamuy?
No, it's not Golden Kamuy, but. Maybe it's just a big 3. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But like I feel like a lot of seinen manga gets talked about as like these masterpieces. You know what I mean? But some like slice of life romance manga like Horimiya that is apparently very popular just don't get talked about in the same sphere. And
well, I would argue that like even the big 3 seinen, as I guess we've coined it now, like barely get talked about. Like it upsets me how few people know about like Vagabond.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people know about Vagabond.
I don't know about Vagabond.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Right? It's like, God damn it, Connor.
I know it is a title that exists. I know absolutely nothing about it.
So Vagabond essentially is it's a samurai manga.
Yeah.
But it's done by the author who did Slam Dunk.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, that sounds cool.
So, we're somehow not only managed to make one of the greatest sports manga ever made, but also one of the greatest samurai manga ever made. And it's fucking amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many chapters is it?
Still going.
Still ongoing. But
it's on hiatus.
But I don't know what it is about this, the brutal seinen manga where you get up to like 200 or 300 chapters and the author's just like, I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna take a break.
I think like at least the manga I've read, it feels like they build up like a really cool world, and again they just like it either gets too big and they're just like, right, we're gonna rein this in, or like it just gets way too big and it ends with like so many fucking things not explored.
Because like going back to Hunter x Hunter, like it got up to a point when I'm just like, this is a comfortable place to end it. You know what I mean? This is a comfortable place to like try. It definitely could have ended it.
Right.
And then he introduces the Dark Continent, which, without spoiling the exact details of it, is so you have
no one's ever going to see the end of it.
You have this world that Togashi built up in Hunter x Hunter,
right?
And it was like how long was like the run? Whatever.
It's like 148 episodes.
Yeah, 148 episodes, right? Yeah. And it ended to a point where you explored everything you needed to explore about the world, right? And he went on hiatus, and everyone was just like, oh, Hunter x Hunter must be coming to an end. Right. And then he comes back, and he's just like, JK, by the way, this is just 1/5 of the world.
I hate it when they do that, man. Like don't come here and pull it out of your ass. It's like a fucking like parody iPhone presentation. It's like, but wait, there's more. And it's like, wait, but no, stop. There shouldn't be more. As cool as the idea is of like expanding the world, it's honestly one of the things that makes me roll my eyes the most when I've been reading manga lately is when they're like, but there's another continent or planet. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. There is not going to be another planet that is going to be satisfied.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt when like in like Dragon Ball when they started expanding on like multiverse.
Like multiverse.
I was like, bruh, I thought like blowing up planets and like taking over the universe was hard enough, and now it's like, well, there's like 7 more universes out there that we can explore.
Nothing gets my chub like softer than hearing multiverse or like expanding the universe out of. Like,
I think the one thing I hate the most is how like I don't mind them like introducing that kind of thing if they actually follow through with it.
But the problem is they'll just drop it in like a chapter. They'll be like, oh, by the way, there's other worlds, and then it's like, no, there wasn't. There was never other worlds. You never made this manga with other worlds in mind. You liar. You're adding this now. Like, because like, okay, sorry to bring it up again for like the 9th time, but like when I was reading Claymore, they just casually mentioned like there's 2 worlds having a war, and then it's like never brought up again, and then it just ends, and we never hear anything about the other world that's apparently having a war, and it's like whoa. So everyone gets to go alone happy, but the whole reason why this world exists is because there was a war, and this is like a testing. It's really bullshit. Like I don't like it when they do this, especially when the manga is like it's been going on for a long time, and it already feels like it's stretching thin, and then they're like, another world, baby. And it's like, no.
True.
Because like you said, if they build it up, fine. But when they just drop it, I hate it.
Yeah.
No, you sometimes see these plot points in manga that is just like dropped, and for some reason you just never hear about it again. Like, aside from Other Worlds, the biggest example I can think of is the Gantz manga.
Oh my god. Where I love that one, but I was so dumb.
Yeah, where I just like, remember when there were vampires in it? And that was a big plot point.
Oh yeah,
and then they just disappeared. And were just never heard about again.
There's a lot of stuff in Gantz. So if you haven't read Gantz, I guess you could. It's very long. It's really, the artwork is fucking amazing. We spoke about it before, but randomly halfway through they introduced vampires into a world that never had vampires, and then they just never come up again.
Not gonna lie, like I barely remember any of it because I think at that point I kind of just like erased it from my mind. I was like, this is so dumb. I don't even want to like pertain it to memory.
I always offhand remember it. Sometimes you just get flashbacks.
You wake up at night sweating.
Yeah, you wake up.
There was vampires.
You wake up and you're just like, whatever happened to those vampires? Where did they disappear to? They were built up as like the big fucking villains or something, and then they just went nowhere with it.